speaking today with Dee Choubey of MoneyLion. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem. I wanted to chat with you first about dedicated challenger banks.
Sure.
So can you just tell me a little bit about how that works and what your understanding is of what customers think about them?
Sure. So, challenger banks is an interesting concept. I think our customers aren't necessarily differentiating between, brick and mortar banks and challenger banks. I think what customers from our research are really looking for is access. Americans have never worked as hard as they do now to get less far ahead in life.
That's depressing.
Well, look, there's also lots of hope in there as well. And unfortunately, the banking system doesn't provide them that much access as we may see at this conference, or for the top 1% of Americans, you have private banking. But for the 90 million Americans that have a complex relationship with finance, there isn't that level of access. So I don't think that consumers are necessarily thinking challenger bank or brick and mortar banks. I think they're just looking for financial products that make them better at just living life in general and de-stressing from having money problems.
Right. Okay. How do you gain their trust?
Sure. So look, we have been around for 5 years, and just having products that are cheaper, safer, sooner, better than what they can access otherwise from the traditional banking system.
Great. Well, I know this week you have launched a new product offering. Can you give us a bit of background on that?
Sure. So we launched America's most powerful financial membership. So it goes back to this concept that Americans are paying all these fees to just use the banking system. And our whole idea is, let's make consuming financial services just like you would consume Netflix, just like you would consume Spotify. So the idea behind America's financial membership is, let's give hardworking Americans private banking-like access to the financial system. So this week we launched a dedicated banking account that should serve as a customer's primary banking account. It's no fees, no 55,000 fee-free ATMs. And this whole financial heart concept, where we're using the power of the community and then overlaying with artificial intelligence to actually create guidance system for our consumers. Hey, you're spending more than you usually do, cut back or take a loan. Hey, you're spending less than you usually do, we'll invest that for you in your own brokerage account. So we're a registered investment advisor. All of those private banking-like services for hardworking Americans is bundled inside the membership concept.
Wow, and is it just an app that customers can download, or how does that work?
So you can download MoneyLion on either Google or the Apple stores. It's also a web-based platform as well.
All right, well, thanks for sharing.
Well, thanks for having me again. Really appreciate it.